This one is for all of the hard-working people, Jamaican people.
Last time, we probed the growing dominance of Jamaica's construction sector by Chinese state-owned enterprises. This week, we probe the impact of Chinese businesses on the food distribution trade in most towns and villages across Jamaica. Probe's cameras traveled to Ocho Rios to assess the situation. We interviewed two of the handful of surviving Jamaican-owned businesses to get their views.
I've been in this industry for approximately 23 years. And here in Ocho Rios in particularly, we are very, very small in numbers. Approximately 4 Jamaicans operate business. And let me tell you, it's a cry every day as to what can we do to change it. I don't know if it's a fact, but it is said year in, year out. And as I said, I've been in business for quite a while, that they do get tax break. From my personal experience as a rep, because I used to be a sales rep, I'll find that I'll be servicing an account, a particular Chinese account in this zone. And you just come one morning and it's different sets of Chinese you see. You don't see them anymore. But if you happen to go into another location like Portland, St. Mary, Clarendon, Montego Bay, you go and find the very same Chinese operating. So it's not that they are gone back to their country, but they have an avenue that they use, some little tricky way that they move from the zone that they are in, because maybe the government may have approached them or they not honor them debt, or because of whatever, they bring in another family member and that family member owns this business, and then the next thing you know, they move to another parish, not out of Jamaica, to another parish, not to another Caribbean country, right here in Jamaica they are. Then we're gone nowhere. Now, what that is saying to us, that is saying that there's some weaknesses somewhere that need to be fixed.
I'm a local business operator here in Ocho Rios. I've been operating business for a number of years in the food business, wholesale, supermarket. But over this time, we realized that we are being unfairly treated by the powers there be, as it relates to that is not a level playing field. Not a level playing field in the area of taxation. The other, like the Chinese community, they will now have certain tax exemption that we don't have access to. So you realize that they can sell their goods much cheaper than us, and they will have a larger clientele base based on the price, because people are not loyal to color, people are loyal to price. And if we don't have a level playing field that we can serve our customer better, you find that the business, the minority, the black business community is dying, is drying up, because people are selling out. Right now, maybe you have 2 or 3 businesses in Ocho Rios when you have maybe 50 supermarkets or 30 that's up and running. And maybe around 2 or 3 businesses are owned by blacks. A couple of years then, we had the majority was black businesses, but because the pressure we are faced with, the taxation, the unlevel playing field, and all the stuff you're
we can't be a Jamaican and we allow these expatriates to come here and just overpower us with their tactics and the privilege that they get. I am a taxpayer, and if I don't pay my tax, I'll be audited, and if I don't pay my thing, I'll be carried to court. No, I'm not asking for any special privilege, because any country and every country must function by paying taxes. So, as a Jamaican, I'm willing and I'm doing my part. But we are small in numbers, and I believe that this country can be way better by collecting way more revenues from Chinese. Way more revenues, because they are the ones that are there in many numbers. Every key location that you go in this zone, right in this zone, are owned by Chinese. And these locations that they own were not owned by Chinese before. Because we are Jamaicans, it must have been owned by Jamaicans. But because of pressure, in whatever form and the privilege that they have, people just pack up and run away. Our greatest fear are the Chinese people. How they operate business, the prices that they get, and they are buying from the same supplier, the same distributor as us. Lock out all of the people that are coming in to invade and take away and leave. We need to draw that line, not because we are small, and as a small country, we need them, we all need them. Let's face it, we need people, we need competition, and we learn from them. Because I always tell people that I'm a black Chinese, and trying to be. But at the end of the day, if we allow the sea to be filled up of pure of them, then we eventually we have to go take to the hills now. We have to go take to the hills. We have to go move out of the cities. No city will be owned again by Jamaicans, and it's hard. It's sad, and I'm very emotional about this because I have paid. I have had pains. I've struggled. It is just because of sheer discipline and ambition and pride why I'm still standing right here where you see me.
All this stuff here, what we're saying to the powers there be, look on us, man. Look, we were born here, our foreparents died here, building our nation. And when we come to this point of a crossroad in the 21st century where we're not given a level playing field, we think it's unfair. So we're saying to the government, look at the Chinese community, look at us, and give us a level playing field so that we can survive, our family or grandkids can come up and don't have to struggle to try to reinvent something that we have already reinvented.
One person can't fix the problem. From my standpoint, I can't fix the problem. The government is responsible for us all. And we are going to have to ask them to look at it, revisit the whole thing, find out what is happening, and see how best we can discourage the importation of so many within a year. Them come here by too much. In 1 year, you have thousands of them coming in. How do they know about key locations? How do they know about it? They don't speak English, but they're here, and they stay and they have their family. And the numbers grow, and they bring in their brother-in-law, and then bring in their uncle-in-law, then bring in their grandfather, then bring in their sister, then bring in their nephew, then bring in all the women just leave school. So they come and then they split, and when you think that is the same company, something is happening from the paperwork side. I don't have any privilege, I know no one to tell me, but something is happening. We need to get to it, we need to fix it, and we don't need to look at it as politics, because as Jamaicans we are really suffering. As a Jamaican, as a true Jamaican, we are suffering. We are definitely having a hard time remaining at a profit right here in this country. But they need to find a way how to make business more friendlier for Jamaicans and not just expatriates. We need to deal with it, and we need to deal with it as soon as possible.
These two Jamaican food retailers appeal for one thing: fair competition. Given our experience over the last decade, government officials must now do a better job protecting our nationals. When negotiating and monitoring agreements, when issuing work permits, and when monitoring business operations for tax compliance and other regulatory issues.
Sometimes you feel like we let go.